they're not the wrong people?
What if it's me?
No, what if nobody's wrong?
I mean, that's...
So this is a very common, I used to think this too, and it's very common in the dating world, is that I'm just attracting the wrong people. But in the spiritual perspective, the Tantra perspective is that everything is perfect in this moment. Have you ever had that experience where you're out hiking and you like get to the top and you're full of endorphins and you go, oh my God, everything's perfect?
Yes.
You're overwhelmed with it, right? Or some of us have had that through psychedelics or through sex or through some kind of altered experience. We're just like, ah! I'm going to share at the end that experience when I had that, which was changed my life. So in Tantra, the Tantra perspective is that those moments you're seeing accurately. Those are little tastes of when you're seeing the universe accurately. Everything else is our minds going right or wrong, or this is wrong, or this is that. I don't know about you. I'm always like, it's too hot in here, it's too cold, it's too this, it's too that. This was the function of the mind, is to always find what's wrong. And contemporary dating is always about finding what's wrong. Okay, these people are wrong, I'm wrong, this venue's wrong, wrong. Contemporary dating, no, wrong. Okay, but in a spiritual perspective, this person sitting with me at this moment, this is perfect. I'm not seeing it. Does that mean I'm going to marry this person? The odds are highly unlikely. However, what I found in what my book Tantric Dating about is the more that I can sit with this person and get what's right in this moment, the more I develop myself into a lover of what is. Because I can't recognize love when it's right in front of me, because my mind is too busy telling me what's not, everything's wrong. Okay? So I heard a beautiful story. I was listening to another dating coach the other night. Somebody sent me this thing, and she told this story of this woman who had made her list, and two of the things on the list were has to make over $100,000 and has to not have children, and really inconsequential things. And she was out with on this date with this man, and they had 3 dates, which had gone fairly well, but she decided on the way home, no, he doesn't make over 100,000. Of her 3 top criteria, he didn't make over 100,000. He was close, but it wasn't close enough. And he had 2 teenage sons. And when they were, when he was driving her home, she was getting ready to tell him this, the car in front of them hit a dog, hit and run this dog. And this man that she was about to reject jumped out of the car, picked up the dog, put it in his back seat, took it to the vet, paid for the animal to be saved, contacted the owner, said, your dog is here, and we're bringing it to you, and took the dog, then waited, and then took the dog back to the owner. And she said, I fell in love with this man while this was happening, and this is what you would say is a real man. So she had her mind saying, no, had not been able to see who this man was. So most of us are very busy with our lists and our negative minds going, no, not cool enough for me, 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 not enough of the handsome prince. Doesn't look like Scarlett Johansson. No. To be able to sit in this present moment, let's see what the love possibility is here. If I can I tune into that? Can I turn myself more into a person who can feel love?
That's definitely a different perspective.
So all of these people that I'm meeting that are the wrong people, are they? God didn't think so. God, I don't know if we, if that's a term we use, but the universe didn't think
dating,
so.
No.
God and dating. The universe didn't think these were the wrong.
Book.
They didn't think that they were the wrong people for you to be meeting in this moment. It's my mind that thinks this is the wrong person to be meeting in this moment. I think this idea of trusting our instincts in this situation can be a little bit dangerous, because depending on what kind of families we grew up in, And most of us have a lot of trouble with dating, not everybody, but a lot of us, we didn't have good models for love when we were growing up.
Yeah.
So if I trust my instinct, I'm gonna go find a verbally abusive guy like my father, because that's gonna seem like love to me.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we have to be really careful until we
Yeah.
probably do some work on ourselves of
Right.
trusting that instinct.
Right.
I had to get a lot of help on, through therapy, coaching, whatever.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't want to tell you how much therapy I did,
Yeah.
but I was a hard case. But we have to really get clear so that we can listen to that voice inside of who's healthy, who's loving, instead of just going on what we might call instinct, which might lead us astray.
And very often instinct is just judgment anyway.
Yeah, and the other instinct could just be like, this seems like the ideal candidate, so it must be right, which is a concept from the mainstream. I believe that love is between us. So love is the glue love is relating.
Well, I
Love
mean,
is
I
not-
think we're all connected.
And that's called love. So if I try to isolate myself and love myself, it's impossible, because love is not a single thing. Love is the thing that's between you and me, and you and me, and you and me. And I either recognize that or I don't. It's not like I only love you or I only love you. It may vary, but it's this invisible thing. It can't be isolated. When we try to isolate it, say I only love you, then it doesn't work. Yeah.
But then what you say, everyone should be the love they love. Right?
Everyone is the love of my life. But certain people I have a different sort of connection with than others.
Okay.
Like a child, I have a different relationship than with my beloved, than with my brother, than with someone I've barely met. But my ability to love everyone is up to me. It's not fostered by me going off by myself. I have things I do by myself. I spend a lot of time alone. I'm an introvert, so I like to do my little projects and all this stuff. But love to me is not something that you develop just by yourself on your own. It's between people. That's why you've been here before. That's why what I teach is we develop our ability to be loving, and then we are love, and then we attract love.
But isn't there an element of, I'm sorry, you're an angel, but isn't there an element of being satisfied with who you are, as opposed to using the word love? You know, becoming the person that you feel is centered and is good and finds good in other people, yada, yada, yada. You don't have to necessarily use the word self-love, but I guess authenticity is another word for it, is, this is who I am and I'm happy with myself.
Can you be happy by yourself, all by yourself?
No, but, and I don't want to be, but I think
Even if you're mostly a lone person and not, I was not in partnership for long time. So I didn't feel bad about being a single person, but you're still relating in love with people.